My name is Vince McIntyre. I've lived here since 1979. I found this place by accident and decided to camp here. 30 years later, we're still here. It feels very permanent in the sense that it feels like home. This is most at home I feel any place since I left the place I was born. This is where I decided in the world to settle down. We usually shop at our field for the produce, and we have fairly simple diet. You know, I've always kind of pushed myself, pretty hard, and I've always believed in doing things by hand. Somehow I've never been really big in doing stuff for myself, and it has to be bigger than myself. Whatever. If I have to have a motive for what I do, otherwise I'm totally lazy. My father, he was a horseman, and I helped him when I was like 10 years old and stuff. Learned to drive horses. It's not that I wanted to do it back then, but I learned enough by the observation to be able to do it. For a person to learn horses out of a book is pretty difficult. A lot of people, I find that with their first introduction to the horse, they treat it like a machine. Like you say whoa and the brakes are on, And to me it's more like being on a boat in rough water, that there's always movement going on, and you always have to be in touch with the movement. With a horse, you have to be polite. You have to ask them. You have to get their willingness and attention. And with a tractor, you don't have to do that. When you're on the land and you're farming, your life is full, and it's almost too full. It seems like a lot of work to people when they think about packing water and splitting wood and doing stuff. Time consuming. And most people in today's world, they don't have time for all that effort and live their other lives, eh? And I've got used to it. Before I moved here in 1979, I traveled quite a bit, and I camped a lot, and it become just an easy thing for me to do. To me, life is do or die. Then you're living.